Okay, it's gardening season. These are my plants. I started them in the basement a couple months ago, and I brought them out onto the porch. They've been out here for about a week and a half. I'm acclimating them to, more outdoor type temperatures. And I have, during the day when it's warmer, I had the windows open. They're getting some breeze. They're looking pretty good. I have a bunch of different varieties there. And then I have peppers, which I started about 2 weeks before the tomatoes, and now that I'm looking at them, they have flowers, and I even have some peppers growing in the containers. So these are going to produce pretty soon. So I started yesterday working on the garden, which is just outside the porch. I just took a rake and we'll go out there and take a look. I took like a little rake and I was raking up the weeds, pulling out most of it, getting it ready. And then today I'm going to I have a little mantis tiller out, so I'm going to get that out and turn this over. So I'm probably going to pull these stakes. Maybe I'll leave them, I don't know. I'll decide in a minute here on that, but that's the plan for right now. I'm going to get the tiller out and turn this over, getting it ready for the plants. One thing I wanted to add to the garden this year was some gypsum, so I picked up this bag here. I was having some issues with calcium deficiencies in my plants last year. I think this should help a little bit, at least that's what I read. And it also loosens compacted soil. So I'm going to put, this is a 25-pound bag. I'm not going to use the whole bag, so I'll probably put about maybe half a bag for this garden. It's about 12 by 12. Okay, first pass is complete. The soil looks really good. This, I think, is the 7th year I've been doing this garden in this spot. So it's looking pretty good. I'm going to let it sit this afternoon with the sun coming over here, and hopefully it'll cook off some of the weeds that I tilled up. And then I'll probably hit it one more time, focusing primarily where the plants are going to go, because these posts, the plants run this way. So I'm going to really focus, get a little deeper in the actual areas where the plants are going to grow, opposed to where you're going to be walking in between. Right now I have it set up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. I think I'm going to keep the same spacing this year. I'm going to redo the fence because I added this strip of blocks here as a walking path between the garden and the house. So I'm going to redo my fence after I get this tilled up. Okay, this is after it dried out all day. It's looking pretty good. Probably going to hit one more time with the tiller. My row spacing, I just measured. I'm running 32 inches between my rows. If anybody else runs anything different in a small garden, let me know in the comments below, because I've been doing this 32 inches. Seems it's a little bit crammed, but with lots of pruning, it seems to be okay. So next, I'm going to redo this fence. I'm going to get rid of this chicken wire side and use this roll of garden fence here. I'm going to get that done now. Okay, just wrapped up flame weeding the fence line. That'll prevent these weeds from creeping into the garden. I'll hit them again tomorrow after I see, what dies and what doesn't die. And before it gets dark, I'm going to fire up the tiller and hit this one more time. Okay, so last night I got all my furrows built up to plant in, and then I planted all of my tomato plants. When you plant these guys, you can see they were getting a little tall for their containers, so I always take off the bottom few branches and plant them all the way deep. Tomatoes actually will grow roots out from anywhere on the stem, so you can plant them as deep as you need to. That'll give them more support, and it'll get the roots down deeper. So today what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant the rest of these pepper plants, get them all in the ground, and then I will take a piece of paper and jot down what plants are which, mainly so I know which ones are the hot peppers, because you don't want to be surprised by that.